Hello all, welcome back to Crobaton, D&D 5th edition campaign by me, Tom, aka BlazeFort, your chaotic evil DM. With me, I have my wonderful players. We have Tina.
Wait, what?
We have Riley.
I like how you responded to it.
Hi.
We have Mary.
Not Tina.
We have Mary.
Oh, hi.
We have Alex.
Hello!
Jesus.
And we have Josh.
Hello there.
If you're watching...
to introduce just
General Kenobi!
Oh yeah,
I almost
there's also
missed it.
Justin, who is
Stop.
sitting behind Alex.
I almost missed it. Yeah.
He looks so excited to be here.
If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, maybe subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you're watching, no, if you're just a person, follow me on Twitter and join our Discord. That helps you know when I and we go live. I haven't done this in 3 weeks, can you tell?
For 3 weeks?
Yeah, because we didn't have
It's
it
been a
last
while.
week. Been a while. We didn't have it last week, and the week before was Thanksgiving.
Right.
Is there anything else I am forgetting before I do release on Crobaton? I'll take that as a no.
no.
Cool.
Can you tell that we haven't done this in 3 weeks?
No.
What? Huh?
A Riley. A plus.
Thanks.
So previously, on Crobaton, the party made their way to Artwar after a long boat trip from Boatwright. They arrived at the dock and brought the pirates they had encountered to the nearest prison and dropped them off with Gradbolg Lagdush, the orc captain of the prison. They made their way to the Urgnot household, where Gorgon was reunited with his father to an extent, and was able to check in with his sick mother, who Throden and Edelweiss looked at. Despite her symptoms, Throden was unable to identify what was ailing her, or put a stop to it by laying. I forgot I wrote this. By laying his hands on Gorgon's mother. Couldn't do
I'm
it.
sorry, what did you do to my mother?
Maybe that's why we haven't
Legally
played
allowed to
with
talk about it, Gorgon. Not until the legal matter is settled.
The party, including Gorgon, got to meet Gray.
Son.
Soon you're gonna be calling me daddy.
And good night, everyone. Thanks
shit,
for
I
watching. Bye.
I exited Crobaton.
Group of
This
done.
is the
This is
end
the
of
end of
Crobaton. Let's see each other for 3 weeks and this is what happens. Anyway. So, the party, including Gorgon, got to meet Gray, one of the octuplet siblings Gorgon allegedly has. Where we had left off, Edelweiss had cast augury with the result of woe, indicating that there didn't seem to be anything he or Throden could do at this time. Throden was also denied kitchen rights.
This is true.
So, I didn't furnish it, but I have the map of like, the layout of the house.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try and get that on stream, just for visualization purposes.
Oh, cute pathing.
Thanks.
Oh no, that's the extension.
What?
Is that the extension or outside?
The white is inside, the yellow is the like outside pathing.
Gotcha. And then this building is the extension, or is this a building?
That's like
A parking lot.
not parking lot, but like
They need
like
it with how many
driveway.
kids they
I don't
have.
know.
Gotcha. Okay.
And this is the kitchen, I assume, here.
Yes.
Where's,
Yeah, tell Zini's on the roof.
where's Papa and Mama Gorgon?
I didn't make tokens for everyone.
Oh.
Well, your father would probably be still around here.
Okay.
It's a way bigger house than I thought it was.
Yeah, me too. I thought this was like 4 rooms.
Well, Alex, I gave you what the house looked like before.
Yeah, I don't
the
know. I
extension.
don't know why. I don't remember it as well as I thought I did.
I just don't remember this onwards.
I thought it basically like ended like right here. Ooh, shoot. Thought it ended like right here, basically.
Mm. That's okay. We just didn't explore everything. I wonder if there's loot.
Well, I assume some of this is technically like upstairs, right?
There's an
Mm.
upstairs?
Yeah, we went upstairs to see Mama Ergnot.
No,
I
she
thought
wasn't
I
upstairs.
thought.
There's no stairs.
Yeah, I thought.
She
Yeah, I thought we
wasn't?
I
just.
thought it was like
I thought-
one room off the hall.
Yeah. Like, cause like
Oh,
I
thought
think
there were stairs.
I thought like this is my room, and I thought this is where Mama Ergnot was.
Correct.
This is a closet, I think, that my grandfather
bathroom.
or that oh, that's the bathroom
Yes.
that my father came out of.
No,
I know he came out of something. He might have just come
he
out.
came out of right here.
Which good for him, but you know.
He came out of here.
Oh, he came out of this closet.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
you would've
did we
known, like-
did we tell Mama Ergnot yet?
She's got other things to
She's
deal
a
with.
bit delicate right now.
Don't worry about it too much.
Yes.
It's all about timing.
This area is like Gorgon, you would have known it as like a pantry.
Right.
I
knew he came out of some closet. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the word you want to use. Great.
A
So you guys
walk-in
would have
pantry.
entered like through here, like through this entrance, and like
Yeah,
come
I
in
figured.
through here.
All right.
Gotcha.
This is like a living area, right?
hmm
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Are
dead
these
things
like
there.
the kids' rooms down here? Is this the extension, basically?
Yeah. So make sure everything's kind of on stream. So yeah, like everything here is part of like the original house. This was like a garage tool shed kind of area where your father did most of his work. But now the house has been extended to physically attached to it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then the extra rooms were also added on. So that's the extent of the
Gotcha.
differences that Gordon sees.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, so as I said, Edelweiss has just gotten his result of augury. Drenna has kind of followed everyone in from where Gordon's mother was. Is there anything anyone's doing or things they want to ask people? Because Gray is still in this room, and so is Gordon's father.
Have I just been in the front hallway, just hiding in a corner this whole time?
Well, no, I think I just
there's
got,
a table here. Like I said,
Well,
I
you know,
don't have it
like-
furnished. There's like a table
No.
here.
Yeah.
You're staring at his father.
Wait, I thought like wasn't I
Me-
at the
me
table
the
when we
locker in
ended
the
last
corner.
session?
Did you
last
sit back down at the table?
Like the last thing I remember was sitting down at the table, got angry at my father, and then my sister came over, and then she asked for a story, and I told her how I got my spell book and basically became an archaeologist.
Yes.
that was
what
that
I-
was before you went to go see your mother.
I thought that was after.
I don't think so. Because there was time between like when like Drenna went to go check on her, kind of thing.
Okay. So, what happened afterwards?
See,
So,
Alex, this
Edelweiss-
would be great if you took notes.
I thought that's how it happened. Like I thought like everything happened with my mother, and then Edelweiss went to go do his thing, like casting augury, and then my sister was like checking on my mom and everything, so I sat down. Like that's how I thought it happened. But I am misremembering. 3 weeks is a long time.
I mean, if anything, you can walk over there now.
Yeah, I
Where?
kind of just place people roughly arbitrarily. I just knew roughly where Edelweiss was last. And Malika and Zaneria standing in the corner.
What room is that? Is that just like the shoe room? Like,
The mud room?
Yeah.
You're in the kitchen.
I think this is the shoe room here.
alright, cool. Great. Me and Malaka are definitely standing here, making like quiet comments about void cloaks and being like, I like that. It makes me quieter. Yeah, me too. And just like having a very quiet conversation as we pretend that we're not here. Cool.
Are you still on the roof?
No,
Or did you
no.
come down to have this conversation?
I'll only like scoot up onto the ceiling if I'm really in anyone's way.
Ah.
I'm just like,
you're coming by
I'm
with
so
plates?
sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
How tall? How tall are these ceilings? Are they like 8-foot ceilings?
Yeah, like whatever standard is.
Oh, okay.
I don't
So
know.
she's
is
at
it
like
8 foot
eye
or is it,
level
like
of
9 foot?
everyone else. I thought
Alright,
standard
that's
was
10
8
feet,
foot.
but I'm lazy.
I thought standard was 8 foot.
I don't remember. So I'm trying to think
Probably
of like
8
a door
foot,
frame.
but maybe a bit taller, because orcs.
Hmm.
Oh, true.
So no one's doing anything.
I think, if anything, I think I was waiting for Edelweiss to do his thing and get a result.
I'm gonna just look at the runes and stare up at Gorgon and go,
Yikes.
What kind of response is that?
That's a stoic Edelweiss response right there.
Just say something, Edelweiss. What the hell are you doing? Okay, so I go in.
Hands on your mom. I'm sorry.
Still not allowed to talk about it.
okay, so you see that rune there?
Yeah.
I hate you. I hate you. I cannot believe you did that. I was like, oh, it's fun. He's role playing, and then I realized.
I mean, I am.
It is.
Fine. Okay, so you see that rune there? So that one means mouse. Yeah. And that rune over there, you see that one?
Yeah.
That one is cat. And you see that one over there?
Okay.
That one, the one that's like, it looks like it pointing from the cat to the mouse.
Okay.
That one says death. So the three of them together means that something is killing her. So not good.
Is there any new information you have?
Oh, context, yeah. So the spell that I did, augury, yeah, you know the spell, yeah.
Yes.
So it was to tell me if we take an action within the next 30 minutes, if it will help the situation or if it won't help the situation. And I asked if there's anything that me or Sordan could do that would help. And it gave me this. So
So
bad.
it's saying you should kill yourself to help her?
Oh no.
Blood sacrifice! Blood sacrifice!
I'm not going to say that it's not saying that.
What?
I don't know. That might be a possibility. It might also be possible that I rolled a natural one, and whether or not I believe that. Edelweiss is gonna walk outside and stare up at the sky like, is this it? is this the calling?
Strike me down, Zeus. You don't have the balls.
Yeah, but Aurora's might.
I don't know if anybody's ever seen that clip.
Yes.
They can make a perception check.
Me? Alright, cool.
Edelweiss.
Edelweiss. Oh, okay.
Oh, man, I'm gonna find clouds. I'm good at perception.
Bones.
25. What do I see in the air?
Well, you look up at the sky and it's a fairly clear day, but then like out of nowhere you start to hear this rumbling sound, and after a second of confusion you look over to your right and there's just a cart going by.
It's a heavy ass cart.
I thought
there's
he
like
just
some
said
rocks in it.
car, and I was like, oh.
That is scary.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Edelweiss is not rolling well on his ability to understand things, and he's gonna book it at the cart to run in front of it.
Some poor normal orc is like, ah, suicide Goliath!
Maybe not run like at it, run towards it. At is a little aggressive.
Right.
So we're doing insurance fraud now?
What?
Now we are, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think dash cams have been invented, so.
Yeah.
Yet.
Someday everyone will have a scrying device attached to their arm.
I mean, I was about to say Gorgon has a dash cam, basically.
So yeah, you go rushing toward this cart, and what seems to be like an orc like older than Gorgon, but not as old as like his parents per se. Kind of looks over at you. Can I help you?
What do you have in the cart?
He looks over at it. Stones. We're
Okay.
using them for a foundation for a building. Well, down the ways.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too, son. Stay out of trouble.
I don't think that's an option. And he's gonna walk back inside.
Look back at you. Just make sure all the stones are there real quick. Start moving them back down.
Gorgon with a raised eyebrow, and I'm like, you have an epiphany or something?
No. It is just a day.
So, with that exciting interaction.
Good job, Edelweiss.
Drenna will kind of just like peek into this room. Obviously not like super far from the room she's literally still in. But she'll try to get your attention, Gorgon.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you spoken to your father?
Yeah, he's as big of an asshole as ever. What do you want?
She's kind of like look a little disgruntled, and turn around and make her way towards him. And you can see like she's like getting his attention away from the boot and like talking to him like in kind of like a whisper. Is anyone doing anything?
After seeing that, Gorgon will just turn back to Edelweiss and be like, "So do you have any other ideas about how to solve this?"
I mean, we assume that whatever is ailing your mother is probably magical in nature, so we would want to find someone who, outside of the people of this party, does magic in this town. That would probably be a good place to start.
Tom, just to be aware, the guy who's currently the head honcho of the town right now, oh god, what's his name? I forget.
Or kill awful.
Gorkill Awful, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I remember. I remember it was something awful, and I couldn't remember the first bit.
It's not that
something
bad of a
awful.
name. I don't know why you guys are saying it's awful.
It is a decent name.
Gorkill decent.
Yeah. He's like a magic dude, isn't he? His family came from magic, and
Magic, dude.
His family didn't come from magic. He kind of seemed to stumble on it on his own. His father was like kind of a notable like warrior within ROR.
and his title is chieftain, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's Gorkill's title, not his father.
Yeah.
His father's like,
Alright.
doing nothing at this point.
All right. All right. And from what I understand, he's the one that's basically been bringing like the magical arts to the Orcish village, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He was the like kind of like first notable one to really do so. Most of the people that you'd like encounter that used magic were probably like students of his or students of his kind of thing.
Oh.
It's not like he's been teaching it for that many years though.
Oh, he's a rookie. All right. Well. All right. Well, in that case, Gorgon will just go ahead and beckon Edelweiss to follow, and then like make his way over to the kitchen area, passing Misfortune, and also waving her down to like meet in the kitchen or whatever.
I thought you were just gonna leave the house with Edelweiss, and I'm like, wait, what?
No.
What the hell?
Yeah. Hey.
So I
Alright.
will note that this line right here is more like a counter, it's not a wall.
All right. Okay. So in that case, Gorgon will go ahead and say, so yeah, we have no clue what's going on. And the only thing I can think of to do is probably see who this Gorkill fella is and see if maybe he may have any leads.
Okay.
Okay. Leads about your mom?
Yeah. Because apparently Edelweiss did a spell, and the spell told him to go kill himself.
What?
What?
That's very dramatic.
It is.
Even for me.
Yes.
Yeah, and Zeniria's saying that.
That sounds like a terrible spell.
It's usually pretty accurate, so
Okay, I don't, well then let's move away from that lead and go to where Gorgon says we can
agreed.
go.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I figured that'd be an option everybody would like.
Yeah.
Unless... Justin, you want to roll a new character?
Edelweiss will call down lightning before that.
Ah, so he's chosen druid.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else to do, guess we'll head out.
Lead the way.
Gorgon completely knows where to go in this matter and walks out.
You do see that like Drenna has stopped talking to your father and kind of gives like a like both trying to get your attention but also like looking down at him.
Oh.
You'll see him kind of like bring himself up, and then he heads back towards the door that you'd saw him exit from. He'll be a moment.
Like, as in, be a moment that she wants me to wait for a second, or?
Yes.
All right, Gorgon will just go ahead.
Yeah, Gorgon. Why don't you wait a little bit? We'll just be right outside.
He'll go ahead and hop, like, kind of like just lean back on the counter and wait for the old fart to come back out of the pantry.
Make a perception check, Gorgon.
Me? Okay. It's gonna be a 5. No, it's a 14. All right.
14. Okay. Well, you do look like just like kind of like past where like the door is open at this point, and it looks a little bit different. Like there's more shelving. Like there's a shelf like kind of like at like a little bit above waist level. Whereas like normally it was just like pure shelving, like enough for like food to like fit between. But now there's like a little bit more space. There's like almost more shelving, like in terms of like width. You might be able to gather like this might be a workspace for your father. Like not being able to see everything, but like there's a little bit of a hint of that.
Okay, I guess Gorgon will go ahead and say... Gorgon will just go ahead and, like, walk over and be like... What's up with him being in there?
Well, with all the kids, he had to give up the shed. They gave him a smaller space.
Can't imagine he was too happy about that one.
No, but he was willing to do it so that we all wouldn't be cramped in there. You could fit several of us in the shed once they redid it.
Gorgon will just stand there, cross his arms impatiently.
After another moment or two, you see your father kind of walk out with a pair of like what looks like fairly nice boots, like better than like most of the boots you had seen him do. But like all the same like trademarks of his like the stylings that you'd be aware of. He comes out. He comes like just within the doorway, looks up at you, and immediately drops them. Oh, Gorgon, you're home.
Oh, you finally decided to notice.
Then he kind of like looks speechless and looks at the boots that he's now just dropped, and Drenna kind of like gets in between you two and kind of just helps him pick them up.
Wait, he dropped them in astonishment, or he dropped them like here?
He dropped them in like what seems like astonishment.
Oh, I thought he did it as sort of like a sassy thing, but okay.
Oh no. But yeah, so Drenna kind of just helps him pick up the boots, and And she, like, you can hear her telling him, yes, I was able to bring him home. He's already seen Mom. You had something for him. And he kind of like looks at these and like, he kind of looks back at you. He like kind of like acknowledges that Gray's there, but like he isn't like making like gestures to her. Yes. And he kind of like brings them over to you, and kind of just sets them down on the table. I was working on these for you. I thought they might be useful.
Thought they might be useful. I swear to God, if these are boots of blinding speed again. Do I detect if there's any magic on them at all? Do I make an Arcana check for that? Or?
You can make an Arcana check, yeah.
Alright. Oh no, I don't know.
You do notice that they're not like scuffed or anything from the fall,
Yeah.
but you're not really sure if there's any like special enhancement to these. But they, like I said, they do seem like they're better made than like boots you've seen your father make in the past.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean, like? What do you mean I may find them useful?
After I crafted them, I had them sent out to someone to make them a little bit more dainty.
Dainty? Oh.
No, I'll say that wasn't the reaction I expected from Alex. Oh.
Oh. I mean, I have an idea of what they could be, but I don't know. I've been wrong many times before. And he's like, and he goes in and like awkwardly takes them. I'm like, thanks.
Well, try them on.
Okay. And then he goes ahead and kind of like loosens up the laces and everything, kind of like puts them. Do they fit right? Has Gorgon's father taken into account that he's grown a little bit?
He did make them dainty.
They didn't look like they were going to fit, but then you're a little bit surprised that they do.
Ooh. Okay. So he goes and like slots them on and then ties them fairly tightly.
Mhm.
And I don't know, does anything happen?
No, nothing happens.
You have shoes on.
You have boots on.
Yeah, okay.
You may add dainty boots to your inventory.
Alright. He kind of like clacks them together a bit and to see if they
There's
make
no
a good
place
sound or not.
Like home.
There's no place like home.
Just
So-
like see if they like make like a good sound or something or
Funny enough, you kind of click them together and they don't make a sound.
Dainty!
Soundless.
I see!
I'm gonna have fun with these.
Why did we decide that the wizard was going to be the sneaky one?
Because I'm always sneaking with Sineria.
The sneaky disguised
What a
one
decision.
constantly.
It's so good. This is great.
Is it?
All right. Well, thanks. Well, I shouldn't waste any time. I gotta go see the chief. The chief! Oh, Gorgon's hitting puberty again, boys and girls!
Part of the spell.
It's part of this.
You're also just forever in puberty.
The boots of never growing up.
Look, here's the Peter Pan boots.
But yeah, Gorgon will just say he's got to go see the chief now.
We'll get to it then.
All right.
I'll,
Back at.
I'll walk out with you. I have to go to find the others. Gray, if anyone stops by, tell them Gordon's home and he has friends. And she's like, oh, okay.
He has friends. Believe it or not, he has friends. Let them know, please.
They're actually co-workers, but. Anyway, Gorgon will then go out and meet up with everybody else.
Okay. And Joanna doesn't necessarily walk with you, but she does leave at the same time that you guys do. Alright,
And
where are you going?
Can I pull Drenna aside as we're leaving?
Sure.
So I like walk in step with her. How long has his father been like that?
Hard to say.
'Cause he knew that Gorgon was here, yeah.
Yes.
And yet he didn't?
He's just forgetful.
I assume that they weren't necessarily the ones that wanted Gorgon home and it was you.
I thought it would be a good idea, but I knew that they wanted to see him at some point.
Yeah. We'll do our best. For both of them.
Thank you.
I'm gonna walk forward and like tap Gorgon's dad on the back and say, we'll make sure he's okay. And I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him. I don't think it's gonna work, but
Yeah, that wouldn't do anything.
yeah. Okay, spell slot used.
Okay.
So where are we headed?
Do I remember where there would be like a place where a chieftain would normally be back when I was a kid?
Make a history check.
Oh boy. I can do that.
Didn't you hear, Misfortune? We're off to see Gore kill Awful!
Can I have advantage because I lived here?
Kill waffle.
The apple.
The wonderful. The
Awful Gorkil.
the Gork. The guy.
Good one.
I'm glad everyone got to see my brain work in real time.
I saw the red string that you were pulling. If ever there was a wisdom. It's a weird row your boat thing going on.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
All right, everybody, row your boat.
But we don't have a vote. We had a whole discussion about this.
Oh, you're
Right.
right. You're right.
We
This
could have
is
had a
the
second
end.
vote.
Row your boat.
Oh my god.
We got DCA. So you guys are making your way in some kind of random direction,
Gotcha.
considering Origin may have rolled a 10.
So I'm assuming Gorgon did not get advantage on that because he used to live here.
Nope, I guess not.
No.
Rip.
Rip.
I mean, you do have your researcher teacher, right?
Oh yeah. I think I asked like about that. Is like, would I know where to find like to figure out where the disease would be?
Or where a cure or someone who might know something about it would be?
Yeah.
I gave you an answer. Did you write it down?
Oof.
So my notes from last time, I have session 48.
Wait.
Yep, you heard that right.
That was my notes from last time.
Oh,
Well,
It's weird. I would think that I would write something like that down. I guess I don't know. My previous notes start with session number 4.
wow.
I think I just forgot to write down session 47, so I just wrote down
Yeah?
session number 4. Yeah.
Who knows
I
what
remember
it
this
was? It could have
conversation.
been 40 anything.
Oh no, I think it has something about like, yeah, it has something about gray in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, I think I said something along the lines of, like, places where lots of knowledge would be kind of, places where, like, a high concentration of knowledge would have been gathered. Like, that would have been, like, the kind of place. Like somewhere like Skyrise would have been an example, but, like, there's probably lots of places in, like, probably towns that aren't Artwar that would probably have, like, some kind of, like...
So we'd have to leave
Place.
town essentially to.
We would have to leave this part of Crobaton.
Yeah.
Boat left. Boat. Sorry.
Riley's in perfect form tonight, guys.
We seem Melik's just been staying in a corner for like 2 sessions, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
It
in
has
the
an
corner
effect on
chanting
someone.
vote left.
Been willing it into existence.
That's the Shadowfell equivalent. So basically, the best thing would be to like find the chieftain or whatever. Would I know where to find out where the chieftain is?
isn't that what your history check was for?
Good God.
So the reason
Does that mean I
brought
get
up the
advantage now?
researcher feature.
Yeah.
So like, you're aware like someone can give you directions.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not like someone who lives here like actively would probably know at least where it is roughly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could have asked Drona before she went on her way. She's probably not that far.
Yeah.
away.
No, I was completely aware that I could have asked Drona. Yeah. I just wanted. Gorgon just wanted to get out of there.
I'd rather die in the wilderness than ask my sister for help.
Yeah. Alright, Gorgon's gonna find like a random townsperson
Okay.
and be like,
Excuse me.
"Hey, you! You know where Gorkill is?
Not right now.
Do you know where he normally is?
He's at the town hall.
Come on, pick it up faster. Town hall? Where?
It's like straight down that way. Make a right. Go a little bit further down. Make another right, and it's on the. And you should see it from there.
Great, thank you. And then I continue walking.
Thanks for your time.
I
Yeah.
am so sorry for him.
The guy kind of just keeps walking the other way. He was going the same way you were previously, but it starts walking the other way.
That's fair.
I want to walk up next to Throat and sort of like tug on. What is? I should probably. Do you like wear clothing?
Rodent?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Like, do you wear just armor, or do you have like a shirt I can pull on?
I mean, there's clothing, but I think the shirt would probably be like tucked away under the
Yeah.
armor.
Didn't you have a cape or something? Like a cloak?
He has a tail.
Oh yeah, you can tug his tail.
I'm not tugging his tail.
Is that what the young Dragonborn are calling it these days?
I'm gonna poke him. Poking him.
Where are you poking him?
That's a good question. I don't know, your
On
side?
the armor.
Yeah, the armor. Dink!
It's like that tickle spot where you poke somebody in the side of their waist and it makes
Yeah,
them
they're
like,
like,
yeah.
No,
I
he's
can't
got
get
armor
over
for
it.
that.
So you're just
I'm gonna-
poking him in the
Can't get
side?
over the annoyance in Josh's voice. He has a tail. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm poking you in the side.
Alright. I mean, it probably takes like a couple seconds for him to notice, just because the armor would
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
dull
I mean, I
that
would say,
sensation.
hey, throw it in.
Yes?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he had a turn to look at you.
So, we were all just kind of in the kitchen. What happened?
What happened with what?
How's Gorgon's mom?
Oh,
Gordon's mom.
Not
has
well at
got
all.
it going on.
He
she's
doesn't.
quite ill.
Oh,
And she isn't eating enough.
It being
Oh.
death.
oh, okay.
Also, healing hurts her, apparently, which is a thing I have never encountered before.
Really?
Yep. Wait, but are you asking me whether
No.
healing actually hurts her, or if I've ever encountered that before?
I'm surprised that healing hurts her.
So was I!
That sounds awful. I guess. So is this gore killer supposed to help us?
That seems to be the case, yes. She said that he was a decent chieftain. Although I don't know if he's going to know anything about this, specifically.
Okay. Are you guys sure it's not contagious?
Gorgon coughs in the front.
Well, no one else here seems to have caught it.
Justin, did you just try and hide the
Yeah, he always
We
does
got
that.
a yeah, we got a sponsor.
Free advertisement.
Could just okay. Sorry, that caught me off guard.
I was about to point out your T-shirt.
You just stay like that now.
So, I'm sorry, Ferdinand, I stopped paying attention because someone was drinking soda.
Huh?
It happens.
So you don't think it's contagious?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Okay.
Thornton doesn't know about anyone else getting this, right, Tom?
I'm sorry, I was drinking what?
Drink
Uh,
the job.
Thornton, no one said anything about other people catching this at some point, right? It's just Gordon's mom who has this mysterious illness.
Correct.
The
I
throat
think someone
knowledge.
asked if it was contagious, and I think Joanna replied that, well, no one else in the house has
Yeah.
experienced this, so.
If it was me, I'm sorry. I've got memory loss.
To my knowledge, not contagious.
Okay.
Just awful.
Yeah. What?
It's intense.
Malika, no!
Sorry.
Georgia goes, ah! Oh, okay. Be sure to wash your hands.
Sure.
There are germs in this universe.
You know about germs yet?
Yeah, have we discovered this modern treatment?
Modern treatment.
Yeah.
They're just smaller abjurations to us.
Are these midichlorians?
Maybe.
Okay, mean, Gorgon doesn't seem. Do you think he's hiding? Do you think he is upset and he's just hiding it, or do you think he just doesn't? I don't know. Is it weird that I feel really bad?
Well, what do you feel bad about?
She's really sick.
Well, there's nothing wrong with feeling bad about people who are suffering.
Yeah.
That's a rather good thing, I would say. As for Gorgon himself, well, he seems to have some troubles with his family, so I think his feelings on the matter are confused to some extent.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, we just here to just kind of follow his lead and just kind of see what happens, or are we like going to actually
Sorry, I'll silent it.
But are we like gonna try and help her, or are we just kind of gonna do what Gorgon wants?
I figure we'll follow Gorgon for now. I don't really have any other ways to help her other than try to talk directly to Colby. And he said I wouldn't always be able to reach him, so I have no idea if he would answer.
Yeah.
Also, he might not answer me outside of boat, right? I'm not really sure how it all works.
I guess.
His domain is specifically boat, right? Nowhere else.
Did you never talk to him before boat right?
I did talk to him during our first trial, which wasn't in boat, right?
I don't think any of our trials were in boat right. Oh, but you spoke. Oh, yeah. Yep, got it. Yeah, I guess, the divines have other things going on. Okay. We'll trek along then.
Sure.
So we're walking, and we're walking.
No, we're not walking. We're trekking.
We're
Tracking.
Yeah.
Where's my phaser?
So, there's nothing else anyone wants to talk about. After maybe like 10, 15 minutes, you make your way towards what seems to be the town hall, and you can kind of guess that it's the building because it's almost tent-like. Like the outside seems to be like made of hide. Like you'd guess that there's like some kind of like structural interior, but the outside seems to be almost made out of this like a tan like animal hide. And it kind of like
You can tell it's town hall because it says town hall.
But
Zing.
but it kind of like it goes up like a normal, like the height of a normal building, but then there's like an inner part that also goes up to like about like the height of like a second story building. You're not sure if there's any like enough that there'd be like a room up there, but like that's like what the like exterior, that's the word. All our brains are working great today. That's what the exterior of the building looks like. And as you get closer, you can see that there's two orcish guards. Alex, you were out of. Okay. You went out of focus there for a second. I could only see Justin.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's disturbing.
But yeah. So there's two orcish guards, kind of like standing at the front of it. That seems to be like there's not like a door per se, but there seems to be like some kind of drapery over like what seems to be the entrance.
Gordon attempts to walk in.
They do the classical, like they kind of like put their weapons in front of the door. What's your business?
Here to steal Gore. Blah, blah, blah. Here, I'm here to steal Gorkill away.
We're here to steal Gorkill.
Taking it by.
Yeah. I'm here to see Gorkill.
Is he expecting you?
No.
What's your purpose?
I need information.
They kind of look at each other. It's a bit vague. Do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, I need information on magical ailments.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Does being followed by a group of just weird looking folks help him at all?
It does not.
19.
Cool. Figured I'd ask.
But 19 is decent. All right. I'll let you inside, but not sure if he's seeing people at the moment. Someone inside will see you. And they
Oh,
kinda
is something wrong with his eyes?
What'd you say?
Like I.
Is something wrong with his eyes? Throden asked.
No, he's just busy. We don't know if he has time to see you.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh, Gordon just struts in.
Okay. And everyone follows, correct?
Yep. The posse of weird looking people.
With weird questions.
Yeah, these guards are great, and like they're like potentially dangerous looking people walking in. Yeah, you can go in and see him. It's fine.
Heavily armed weirdos are like,
Yeah.
I like to speak with your mayor.
I'm
Oh,
going
that's
off.
free.
I'm going off the idea that they see orcs all the time. They see Dragonborn and Goliaths a fair bit. Maybe not tieflings, but someone in a mask, a little scary. Definitely wasn't helping you there.
My go-to.
Well, she is shorter than them, probably, right? Like
Yeah.
these guys are bigger than Gorgon, even.
Mhm.
You're the tiny ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not the tiny one. We are.
I know what I said.
Oh.
Don't make me walk on the ceiling to freak people out. I'll do it.
How tall is the ceiling?
In here it's kind of standard.
Oh, okay.
I'm upset that I'm only now realizing the potential that Zini has to just grudge every single NPC we find.
Purity runs at them in cartwheel form, so I don't know if that helps.
She like backflips onto the ceiling and then just like.
It does cartwheels across the ceiling towards people.
It's an option, I think.
There's gonna be a
Either-
point. There's gonna be a point where you guys get like super high level, and you're just fighting like some random goblin thing, and there's like, and Zinari's just like, I'm not gonna fight them. I'm just gonna cartwheel around them.
Is there ever a point in a cartwheel where your limbs leave the ground?
Your
Right?
your feet leave the ground. That's what would make it dangerous because it's my slippers that are keeping me on the ceiling.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I would always have I could do
Like if you knew the spell spider climb, it wouldn't make much of a difference because you
Yeah.
will always have one limb on, but
there is
gravity would take you once you took your
Yeah.
feet off.
If I was fast enough, I might be able to do like a layover, I think. If the time between getting my foot up and getting my other foot down was short enough.
So what if you're just doing forward rolls constantly?
I feel like that would be okay.
Just Skyrim rolls across the ceiling.
It's just a ball of person.
I think Link does that in the Twilight Princess.
You mean Lonk, right?
Yeah, look, he's got magnetic boots at one point in the game, and he sits on the ceiling, and you can just slowly roll the ceiling.
Well, I know what Zini's endgame is.
Wait,
turn into a
Twilight
puppy.
Princess.
Oh, so we were off the Twilight Princess thing?
Turn to a wolf.
So, you enter, this, the town hall. A lot of the, furnishings are made of, like a dark wood and, what seems to be, like, some kind of metal. So, like, the interior's, like dark colored, but it's not necessarily, like, dim, per se. But, there seems to be, a few orcs, moving around. One particular one seems to be standing like at a room, or the entrance to a room, like kind of like opposite the entrance. But other than that, there isn't like a lot of like defining features. There's probably like desks off to the side. So if you were going to go see one of them, you'd be able to go over there. But you guys haven't really made any preparations here.
Alright.
You gotta
Of course, we'll
walk in.
approach the desk.
Okay.
We're protagonists. They should just.
They should know we're coming. I mean,
Prepared. We work
that's-
for the We work for the council over there with no questions asked. Just
Yeah.
let me in.
Let me in. Alright, so you walk up to just a random desk. There
Oh my god, I just realized this whole time I'm literally sitting in silence. I haven't even turned on Roll20, the music.
The sun.
I work so hard picking music for you guys. And Mare would rather listen to nothing than mine.
funny enough, Galway by Kevin MacLeod stopped about 1 minute and 35 seconds in for me.
Huh. Ooh.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, Roll20 just straight up doesn't like me.
Still playing for everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, fix yourself, Alex.
I don't know how to fix it. Tell Roll20 to fix it.
It's not our problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I can stop and restart it, but
Nah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
so anyway, yeah, you walk up to an orc sitting down. He has a long face, kind of like turned up nose. He's bald but kind of stubbly. But like seems like on the stronger side of orcs. Yes, and sitting at a desk.
Is he like a tiny desk?
Comparatively, a little bit, but like orc desks would typically just be a little bit bigger, so like you don't notice it as much.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Gorgon were to sit at it, like he'd probably like meet the height of it, but not quite the like width of it.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of looks over at you. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for Gorkill.
What is it for?
We need information from him.
You probably have to be a little more specific. The guards
About magical
let
ailments.
you in.
Yeah. They did. That's why we're in here.
I rolled a 19. I just.
Yeah.
Here I am.
What was the nature of the information?
Magical ailments.
I see. And he kind of sits up, and you can see like he's decent size for an orc. And he kind of like does like a gesturing motion to the orc that you saw like on the other side. And he starts making his way over.
Making way downtown.
Make him way. As he gets closer, you can see like this orc's actually like a little bit shorter than Gorgon and Throden, but he has like an X-shaped scar on his chin, like an oval face with a rounded jaw, brown eyes, short black hair, like cut like super close to his skin. Has what would be like a goatee, if the hair grew in around the scar. So it's kind of like got like the X scar and then like some kind of facial hair growing around it. Wide shoulders, long arms, like a very muscular physique. He kind of makes his way over. What can I do for you? These ones want to see Gorkill. All right. What's your reasoning?
We need information about magical ailments.
Yeah, not something I can help with. I'll see if he is available. And he starts making his way back to the door. And you can follow me and wait outside the door.
All right, and then guess he follows.
Okay. So he goes in. Like a minute goes by, maybe not even. All right, he'll see you. I might ask that you don't wear a mask in there. Gesturing towards the area.
She tips her head and looks confused.
But nobody can see that because she's wearing a mask.
There's a slight furrowed brow comes.
Gordon kind of just like grabs the guy by the shoulder and kind of like leans him in close, like, yeah, don't mention the mask. She's really self-conscious about it. Like, it's actually a weird accident. She's like fused to her face. She can't take it off.
I'm gonna need a deception check.
Watch this.
Zenny goes from looking at this guy, like, how dare you, to looking at Gorgon, like, what the hell, man?
Loden
You know-
shares Zedaria's look.
Not something that's more understandable, like it's religious.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's it's religious.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Thought
is.
you just got it because she wanted to hide her face.
No, that's
No.
why Idoliz's mask to her was not
I
appreciated.
thought she was just self-conscious.
It's a religious thing.
No one ever told
You
me.
not want it.
That's what I mean. To be fair, I was gonna be like, it's a religion thing. Okay, well,
The entire rest of the party just yells, religion!
religion.
Religion! God!
You can't just ask someone to take their mask off.
It's extremely
How you get sick?
I would just like to point out that my mic was muted when I said it, but I had a great reaction earlier to you should probably take your mask off, and I just yelled, in this pandemic.
Rip. Great.
My choice, thank you.
Well, now that we've
So I'll handle Gordon's natural one while everyone
Yeah.
else is screaming, no. He kind of looks at everyone, like, obviously not believing Gordon. You all aren't trying to pull something funny here, are you?
I'm
Thornton's
not pulling
pretty funny.
anything.
And definitely not Throden's tail.
What?
What would we be? It's a mask.
Come on, my guy, what's funny about that? And I just gesture towards her face.
Everyone goes.
Just read all of
You
it.
think she really wears it for a choice? No, legit.
It's not stuck to my face, but it is religious.
Gonna need a persuasion check. With
She looks
disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
We're all yelling religion.
That's what's causing the
if someone wants to
disadvantage.
like help Zenaria, I'll get
Gordon
rid
will
of the
try to help her.
disadvantage.
Well, I tried.
Help.
I tried, but
I want to help.
Okay.
How?
I'm encouraging. I'm like, no, like what? Gordon, it's religion. You're gonna ask someone to take their religious
I straight
clothing
up
off?
didn't. I straight up didn't know this.
Gordon's like,
I don't
oh,
think I
really?
heard.
You see, Alex, this
I
is
could
why we
have
take
sworn.
notes.
I could have sworn like someone told me, "Oh yeah, Zenaria thought everybody would be afraid of her face."
I mean, that too.
That's
Yeah, I
why
thought
she
that was
never
the
takes it
reason.
off. That's not why she wears it.
Yeah.
And I thought she would just be like,
Gorgon, this is the way.
"Is that the inspiration?"
I rolled a 12.
Okay. It would have been persuasion. I don't know if that changes the roll.
Yes,
but,
it 12.
I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So,
now I'm
is it straight
rolling
up
it
roll?
straight. Okay, cool.
Is it funnier or worse if I decide to pray during all of this myself and cast guidance?
I don't need it. It's a nat 20. I got a nat 20 on convincing people I go to church. Thank you.
We're different religions too, so it's even funnier.
And Misfortune is agnostic, so like.
Wow.
That's a nat 20 plus 1 because my charisma's not great.
Why would you need to persuade someone we can do backflips?
That's what I'm saying.
But
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So he kind of nods. My apologies. He kind of gives a dirty look towards Gorgon.
Me too. I do also.
Not that I could see it.
So do the kobolds, but they always do that.
I feel like Gorgon at this point, like, he has this understanding that Zenny looks at him sometimes and he's like, she's glaring at me.
But other times it's just like, yo, do I got something on my face?
It's like a 50-50 whether Gorgon like catches on or not.
That was so often, man.
Gordon just doesn't care. He thinks he's always doing good stuff.
So let's see. Gorgon so far has thought someone was being racist towards him, has forgotten Zini's religion.
I thought that I forgot she was religious. I just straight up didn't know about. That's just me not knowing about the mask. I apologize.
That's fair. That's so funny.
If I had known that, I probably wouldn't have said anything.
I guess clip it,
Can I
chat.
roll an insight check to see if Gorgon was being actually facetious or not?
I mean, you can.
What does facetious mean again?
Josh.
False.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Whenever there's a word I don't understand, I ask Josh. Because he's usually the one that uses them.
Yeah, facetious.
Yeah, it's like sarcastic. I don't think it's exactly 1-to-1, but it's similar.
I mean, define sarcasm. I mean, yeah, he was lying, but 2, it was to help Zenaria.
Alex.
Yes,
sarcasm
there's your
isn't
definition.
justified lying.
I mean,
Facetious is like flippant. Like
I don't know what that means
Nope,
either.
you gave him a worse word.
Yeah.
no, he can.
Gordon may know these words, but I don't.
Just give me the roll. Just give me the roll.
Flippant, not showing a serious or respectful attitude.
Gordon is very respectful all of the time. I
welcome
don't know
to-
what you mean.
my-
Welcome to
roll?
Crobaton, where you learn your SAT words of the day.
My roll was 12 again.
Okay. You don't think it was intentional. You thought he was slightly genuine.
Okay.
You're not sure to
Okay.
what extent, but
Yeah. Gorgon, I think the face mimics her goddess. Yeah. So it's her religion.
Gorgon, do
Well, she never told me that.
you think it's stuck to my face?
No.
No, I think he thinks you're insecure about your weight. Well, you have in the past.
Insecure about her weight?
Make me really hard to do backflips.
It doesn't help with ceiling backflips, I'll tell you that much.
Oh god.
Wait,
that
what's
would make
even
me laugh.
funnier is that Gorgon has taken Xenia's mask off before.
Yeah.
And Xenia's like, wait, do you really think it's stuck on
No,
me?
I rolled the deception check.
He's thinking about.
No, I mean, she has mentioned being insecure about her face. No. The mask isn't to hide her face. It's to mimic her. It's reverence to her goddess. You know what? She should tell you.
Hey, I'm just saying, we talked about this, and she said the reason why she doesn't take off her mask is because she thinks that everybody would be scared of her. That's what I remember.
I'm scared.
She has said that.
She
To
has
which,
said that.
to which my response was, I think you look fine.
Your response.
That was my
Xenia.
response. I remember.
I feel like we're having this conversation like as we go through the door. So
Walking
this
and talking,
mayor
walking and talking.
definitely.
We're
Yeah,
just
the
coming
door's
in
opening
arguing
and he's
already
like-
about something that's not even relevant.
This is the dinner table all over again.
You walk in, and it's just a table with fine dining set.
Two
Like a
members.
cry.
I've been expecting you.
Gorgon, I can,
thought you were bringing
I can
us to a
explain
map.
it again later. It's kind of both.
Well, of course, there's more important things to do now. My mother's dying.
Oh, Christ. Oh, I have a bad cheek.
Christ.
Allegedly.
Never mind.
Take that back. Who's that? I jump on the ceiling out of just pure anxiety.
That'll relax the guards.
Didn't Tom say this building was made of leather?
No.
The exterior,
Rawhide.
the outerior, whatever word I used before.
Xeni's crawling on the ceiling of dead
No,
skin.
I'm cool. I'm not
Peeled
gonna
skin.
cause a problem. I wear it for religious reasons.
Should have been the session at Josh's daddy joke. Yeah, probably.
It's just,
Oh.
it's just
Would've been a
Xeni
highlight.
going.
Not the Foley.
So we're walking.
Yeah, this is a short hallway.
We're now standing in the doorway trying to finish the conversation before.
We're miming walking.
Gorkill's just like straight up looking at us, and we've been arguing this whole time.
He keeps trying to be like, hi, hello, can I, if you will
What?
please,
Why are you on the ceiling?
hey, you guys,
It is
they came to see me, right?
You say your mother,
Who let you in?
guys,
You guys are
The
being a
guards
little
are standing
vague.
behind us like,
the guards are just looking really confused as they're arguing about this.
Skin's
And then it's like, after you continue the scene, Drew's like, "Hey, 1 minute, tough guy," and then he continues arguing.
Oh my god.
So we're walking.
Wait, we're still walking? I thought
no,
we were
we're
in the
not.
room.
No, we're not.
No, we're just trying to get back to the
Destination
part
and
where we were walking, which lasts like a few seconds, but it takes us minutes of going around to just to get right back there.
Yeah.
So, the orc
We're
who
the best
you were
at getting
speaking to, leads you into the room, and like I said, after a short hallway, you come across like a small, quaint space. 35 by I think 40. Yeah, 35 by 40. Just for visualization. You kind of come in like closer to the like the wall on your right. There might be about 5 feet between like the door entrance and the wall. But there seems to be a few shelves along the wall to your left, like the one with the door, the same wall as the door you came in. And there's a few bookshelves on the wall that is to your left, on the opposite side of where you entered. In front of those bookshelves is Gorkill at a desk. Descriptions, that'd be good.
How do we know it's Gork?
I'm telling you, it's Gorkill. You haven't asked the name of the other orc. So what you see is an orc with lighter, fairer gray skin, like a rounded face and jaw with a pointed nose. His eyes are like a bright brown, like almost reddish in appearance. He's got shoulder-length, full, like dark hair. There are a few braids that are tied off in parts and separated, and they reach down like a little bit longer than the rest of it. Like they haven't been trimmed; they've kind of been kept in their braid for like probably an extended period of time. And there's like two smaller braids that like come down like towards the front. There's a piercing on his right eyebrow, and a thin bone spike in his right upper ear. He seems on the like larger side of orcs, a bit tougher. There is a warhammer on his desk that's like rather fine in appearance, not like the kind of like you just see like a random blacksmith make. And yeah, that is the description of Gorkill Ulfil. Rest of the room, yes, like I said, he's sitting at a desk. The orc that leads you in, he's kind of standing on the opposite side of where you entered, towards the but like in front of the desk, and like right in front of you ish. Like there's a little bit of space in between you and it, but there's a like a fire pit. It's kind of like in the corner of this room, and there's a smoke vent in the ceiling. The orc behind the desk will speak first. Welcome. My advisor here has told me that you seek my assistance.
Yeah, my mother's dying.
Why don't we do introductions first? Because I don't seem to recognize any of you, including you, gesturing towards you, Gorchin. I am Gorkill Ulfil, the orc chieftain of Arwar. Now, who is it that I am speaking to?
Yes, I'm Professor Gorgon Ergnot, historian, archaeologist, and chronicler. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Ergnot. I presume you're related to the octuplets in Drena?
Yes,
In what form?
I'm their brother. Apparently.
Allegedly.
I'm the original.
Yeah.
Sugar and Turgoth, then.
Yeah.
Oh, very well. And the rest of you?
Vithroden, pleasure to meet you. And this is Koj, Rivos, and Ner. And they will all wave.
Okay. He does like nod like to you and to the kobolds as they kind of yabber.
Yeah, my name is Edelweiss, Sprayer in training of the Fullhorn.
Otherwise, I will remember you then.
I thought you said spy.
Me too.
Spy in training.
I've been playing the long game. It's another Billy.
Don't you dare!
I dropped the accent. No, not again.
Hard flashback.
I'm Misfortune, and this is my sister.
I'm Maleka. I'm the sister. I really almost said I'm Riley.
That's fair.
I'm Melika. I'm Riley.
And self-insert.
Zenny does her full dramatic bow. With the chains and everything. Yeah, it's very pretty. I'm Zenuria Koridas, Shadow Dancer.
I see. I don't see many tieflings and elves.
He can't see my ears.
No, he can't see your ears, but he does say elves.
Just say elves. She tips her head to the
But
side.
it's like elves. He's not sure.
Is it just because I'm skinny?
I don't know. This guy's pretty racist.
Well, you did also have to convince them that you weren't going to attack their chief, and then immediately whipped your chains out at him.
Did we?
It's for show. It's very important.
Good. Now we're all acquainted. Now, what exactly can I do for you?
Well, like I said, my mother's dying, and we discerned that it wasn't a disease by any means, but more of a magical ailment, or perhaps a curse of type. We couldn't figure it out. This guy over here, and he points to Edelweiss, he did a ritual, and the ritual told him to go kill himself, so...
Stop telling people that. You gotta stop telling people.
No, we're not.
Something's gonna go
Edelweiss is not
against you
doing
at some point.
Edelweiss is not doing that.
Well, yes, I know he's not doing that. That's why we're here.
I give Edelweiss a pat on the arm.
I may have misread the stones that time, or at least what they signified. At least I hope.
So, I have looked at Miss Sugar, and I wasn't able to cure her as well. But I am curious as to how you all came to your conclusions.
Well, Throden tried to lay hands on my mother.
No, I did lay
No.
hands on your mother.
He did.
He can't talk to anyone.
And that hurt her. And
What? Wait, hold on. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
I
Maleka's
told
just
you I
standing
tried
there
to
like,
heal her and it hurt her.
and well, Edelweiss did his ritual thing. I'm not a doctor, so as I said, archaeologist, historian, and chronicler.
And the rest of us are just here for the ride, I guess.
What? Wait, did I miss something? Did you guys try and do something with my mother?
No.
That sounds weird.
No.
We've literally just been here for the ride.
In fact, they found out what happened in the room as we were coming here.
Right now.
Unfortunately, I am also unable to currently go back to the full horn to see if you know anything about this ailment specifically. So we were hoping that we would be able to use any of your facilities in order to research or gain more insight, if possible. Second opinion, if you...
I was able to determine that the disease was unusual and seemed to have some sort of external component to it.
That's what made you conclude that it had something to do with magic.
Well, the fact that I couldn't cure it means it's probably magical somehow, because I can cure other diseases.
Interesting.
I can also breathe acid, you know. That's the
Impressive,
reaction I
but,
wanted.
Not what I was expecting. Is that all the findings you had upon seeing Shigar?
Well, healing magic causes her pain. Other than that, I don't have much to offer.
I also had the same feeling that healing magic wasn't effective, and in fact might have even had the opposite effect to some extent.
Can I just quickly run a little insight check on him just to make sure he's being honest with us about everything?
Sure.
All of my dice have rolled low today.
That only means this one's gonna roll high. Nat 20 incoming. Let's go.
Nope.
I'm calling it.
It's gonna be a 3.
It's a cocked.
What does that mean?
It was cocked, so I had to.
What does that mean?
It's a cock.
I'm not.
Isn't that for Windows?
I'm not tugging Throden's tail.
Dear God.
It's a 22 total.
Yeah, he's being a bit protected because he's not familiar with any of you, including the orc in the room. But yeah, he's being forthright with you, from what you can gather.
Was there anything that you gathered from your time visiting?
Much the same, honestly. You seem to have a bit more gusto, if you will, in varying abilities. I too also tried to heal her and cure the disease, but to not only no effect, but an ill effect. This case has been on my radar for some time, but as chieftain, I do have other responsibilities as well. Orcs are not quite advanced in the magical ability, and certainly not magical healing capabilities. As you might have heard, I've only recently reintroduced magic to the Orcish people.
I did hear that.
Quick question. You said reintroduced?
Yes.
Does Gorgon know? Did Gorgon know anything about orcs using magic before his time?
He does not.
All right then. Then he says. So in that case, Gorgon will interject and say, "Hold on. What do you mean reintroduce? Gorgon. Orcs have never used magic before.
Gorgon has never used magic before.
I've never used magic before. Prime's a fireball."
What did you just say? Fireball.
What did you say about my mother?
I laid my hands on her.
Oh shit! Did he lay his hand? Did he lay his hands on my mother too, Dom?
He must
Has
have.
everyone been laying hands on my mother?
It sounds like
I was gonna make a joke earlier when he said that he tried himself to no avail, but I was like, don't keep derailing, just let it go.
Not the time.
But I really
Next
wanted to be
episode,
like,
that's
oh, so
fine.
you laid your hands on his mom too, huh?
It's always a time to lay your hands on Gordon's mother.
Wow.
Now the episode. Who else laid their hands on Gordon's mother? But in response to Gordon's question, he calmly responds, "There was a time long ago that the orcs did indeed use magic. But it was much before my time and even your time." Thanks, Alex.
No problem.
For chat and YouTube watchers, Alex would like to add, in a galaxy far, far away.
Fantastic.
Dun, 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 dun.
And copyright.
No, it's only 2 seconds. It's fine. Yes. Long ago, going back centuries, the orcs did practice magic and were quite adept in both arcane and divine natural magics.
Gordon's
However-
skeptical is like, oh, go keep going. Yeah.
The orcs were more privy to the natural and divine magics. However, there was complications that arose in the arcane uses. They were corrupt per se, and it led to the banishing of all magic by orcs and their culture. I have simply recently decided that it is time to reintroduce divine and natural magics back into the orcish culture.
Sounds fun.
And why haven't I ever heard about this before?
It hasn't been written down in anywhere that I've been able to find.
So then how did you figure it out?
I've only been able to gather information through my deity.
Your deity?
Yes.
Who would that be?
Auroras.
That sounds made up. No, I'm kidding.
I keep seeing not Justin and being like, well, Justin's very excited.
Did you just say Auroras?
Yeah.
I catch him in the corner of my eyes. I'm like, oh.
It's very, very confusing.
Does it always know anything about this being a thing? Can I, like, I don't know, religion or like something?
Can I
You
religion?
can roll a religion check, yeah.
Can I roll with advantage because it's my god?
I'll say
My god.
sure. Woo! Because apparently you've also been rolling low.
This is a good time to roll high. It was a 17 and an 18. 20 total.
22. Okay. You would know that there are different ways to worship deities and, in fact, other beings. Like a cleric who worships one deity might have one domain, but two clerics with different domains may worship the same deity and just get different things out of their worship. Similarly, different classes, so like clerics and paladins, and I think what else would be like divine, but I'd say like even druids, like they might worship and not really like get anything out of it, kind of thing. Like at least as far as the like nature, tempest, like those types of domains.
And I'm aware that Aurores is also a god to the orcs.
Yes. Yes. He's like the god of the orcs. That's why Goliaths are also kind of close to Orez, so like you having a closer relationship to him makes complete sense. So you're not sure like what kind of thing Gorkil has going on worshipping Aurorez, but it's not out of this world for an orc to be worshipping Aurorez, let alone like any deity.
Right.
Maybe it would be weird for some deities, but Aurorez makes a lot of sense.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Can I get an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
I want to see how honest he's being with all this information. Gonna roll low again, aren't I? Oh no.
Yeah. you
Okay, 20 total.
So like similar to what I told Edelweiss earlier. Yeah, he's being a little protected. So he might be like withholding some information, but everything that he's saying, he himself at least believes truthfully.
And so Aurora's hasn't told you anything about this disease at all in your prayers?
He is not. Yeah, the relationship's a bit strange. I can pray and ask for information, and who knows when and what information I receive when he does reach out.
I know that feeling.
Holla.
Is he going up for a high five? Is that what he's?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He's sitting down, so like you being Goliath are quite talented, but he does kind of just looks not like a full force, but like he does meet you.
I don't know about otherwise. Just trust this guy.
Gordon just goes like, well, this is a fruitless endeavor. And then he begins to walk out.
It might be worth looking around your house as well as anything that goes to your mother to see if there's any sort of magical origin on any of them.
I guess.
Are you saying that as you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm kind of
or
in the
after you
doorway
left?
at this point as I respond to Edelweiss.
Okay. Is there something I can? Is there something more I can help you with?
Well, I don't got anything else.
Do you at all have contact with the Full Horn?
Not steadily, but we see people from there from time to time. It's not like we send people over there. There's no embassies per se.
Mm-hmm. We might be staying here for a little while. So if you see anybody that you know coming by the Full Horn, can you let them know that I'm here?
I'll spread the word around, yes.
Thank you. May the storms bring you balance, and I stab my fingers in thaumaturgy, just a little bit of a thunder crack, and I start walking towards the door.
He kind of nods acknowledgement. Throden, what are you rolling for?
Oh, I was just wanting to see if the kobolds freaked out at the thunder.
How did I know?
If I ever just roll silently about something, it's probably to do with the kobolds and how they react to current events.
Fantastic.
They reacted well. They didn't freak out.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Might I ask you all one more question?
Sure.
You lot are an interesting bunch.
Yep.
I presume you are here to see the Sugar. Is there any other purpose you have for being here?
No, not really. Not to my knowledge, anyway.
We're just here to support Gorgon.
Why? Is there something we could help you with?
Perhaps. Nothing I'd ask you to go out of your way for, but there seems to be reports of a flying creature in the night sky. If you see anything of the sort, do let myself or someone here be aware.
Is it a dragon? I always wanted to fight a dragon.
It's a seagull.
We don't have much of a description per se, but from what we've heard, it's not on the larger side, so I don't think a dragon's in our concerns at this time. Sorry to say it for you.
Understood. He's gonna lean over to Sindari and just whisper, "I'm pretty sure it's a dragon."
You're close enough to see just the eyebrows look
You
up
do
at
that from behind your mask.
you. Bro.
It is melded to her face.
She stares at you silently, just
He stares
Look.
back with like a really goofy expression, like a dog smile, basically.
okay. It might not be a dragon.
But it is.
I really want him to be right.
There's no way he's right.
I really want him to be right.
We should
There's maybe a way.
find out.
It's a hybrid between a dragonborn and Aarakocra, so he's almost right.
Dragon
it's close.
ancestry, Aarakocra. It's an owlin.
Yes, Strixhaven comes out, and I'm immediately like, oh, I need one of these things in the sky.
Yes, yes. That's what I do.
You know, the best way to stay relevant is to use relevant stuff.
As we are leaving, is there any sort of feeling from the guards or anything that they don't appreciate that we came by, or like they're glad that we're leaving?
And is that like you're just trying to gauge them by reading their minds without the ability to do so?
Like you know how when you I have to come out of the voice for this because that's going to be difficult to explain. You know how sometimes you just when you're just picking up the vibe of oh god, good, they're leaving, we can relax, we don't have to be so tense now, or we don't have to worry that they're gonna see anything. Do we catch a general release from them that we're leaving?
I'd say, like, to like the slightest extent, but like, you also might be like, you also might get the feeling that it's like they might be reacting because, man, that was weird.
Mm.
We don't see
What
those kind of
about that
people
was
around
weird,
here.
Tom? I want to know.
You want to know what was weird? Half your party.
Isn't that the hallmark of our
What?
party?
What
though?
half
Actually-
specifically?
More than half, because I'm
Yeah.
gonna include the kobolds. That's also a little weird. I mean, the half is the tieflings and a scary elf
Nice.
who they don't see here very often. And
Roar
yeah, I'm
XP.
definitely gonna stick with the more than half, because with the kobolds just following you guys around, and then also Gorgon lying.
For no
I feel like
reason.
the tieflings are the normal people, and everyone else is just.
I thought he was gonna like just straight up make her take off the mask, and I'm like, well, no, I can't let that happen. That's my friend over there.
Aw, your friend.
This was Gorgon's attempt at compassion.
Friend.
Yeah, that was my attempt to back up my homie. You know what I'm saying? That's Scorchen's exact thoughts.
Oh man.
And that's how it
Well-
translates from Orcish into Common.
Yeah. Like the Orcish word for friend is homie.
It's equivalent to homie.
Yeah. Which it's definitely not. You've already said that like lug is the Orcish word for friend.
Lug, homie, same thing.
Yeah. It's just like a matter of like the tongue, really. It's hard to say.
Alright, so you guys leave the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
So, Gorgon, where are we going?
Rodin looks up at the sky to see if there's anything draconic in the air.
Make a perception check.
I look for a big sign that says it's a dragon.
I'm gonna use a luck point. Perception, you said?
Mm.
14 total.
You do not see anything draconic in the sky.
Well, the dragon's not out yet. Maybe it only comes out at night. Which is a shame, because I can't see at night.
Mm,
Begs
I
the
would-
question, are there nocturnal dragons?
it wouldn't be a terrible idea to
Perhaps.
stay out when it gets dark and watch.
Zanir, are there dragons in the Shadowfell?
Dead ones and dark, creepy ones.
That sounds
Would
like
you
the
count-
Shadowfell to me.
Or would you count those as nocturnal?
It's kind of night all the time.
Yeah, are you all nocturnal? Would you consider everyone to be nocturnal there?
I
Or
don't.
would
I don't sleep, so arguably, I guess maybe I'm alternal. I'm not sure.
Alternal.
I prefer nighttime, so maybe.
I guess you could say in the Shadowfell there's no such thing as nocturnal, but here you'd be considered nocturnal.
Possibly.
I mean, the only thing I'm thinking of is Zanir still rests at night.
Fair. Don't have to, though. And I feel like it's a lot easier for me to just sit down and be quiet at any time during the day.
Well, I mean, given D&D rules, yeah, you can just fall asleep whenever you want, really. It's not that hard to be nocturnal.
Fair.
You're like, oh, it's 3 a.m.? I'm gonna stay up for another 6 hours, then go to bed. Anyway, where are you guys going?
Suppose we should probably go back to the Ugnaught residence, yeah?
I suppose.
You can hear the joy in his voice.
It is wonderful. Jordan, can I ask? What spells did you try? Aside from the laying of the hands on his mother.
Let me check my notes. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. Oh, well, I attempted to detect what kind of ailment was affecting her. I didn't get a clear answer on that front, though. Beyond that, after, my laying on hands didn't really seem to have a desired effect, I didn't think it was wise to continue attempting other healing spells.
This is fair. Justin to Josh, you mean detect poison and disease?
Yep.
Cool. Thank
Hey,
you.
man. You know what he also had was a drift globe this whole time.
The entire time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Every time.
Okay.
True fans know what we're talking about here.
Looking at you, Pokemon.
Yes, clearly. Even though your sub has run out.
Has it?
As it has been
I think
one?
so.
I would think so. Maybe.
Damn. All right, give me a second.
She's got a lot to do. It's okay. We had her for one beautiful month.
I'm not.
In which
I'm not
she watched
spending
all of the VODs.
Giving her
Of
up.
course.
every of the VOD.
Yeah, she probably hasn't seen the episode that she was mentioned in because she's probably started from the beginning, like a true fan, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You can do that too if you subscribe to BlazeFort.
The only reasons that I ask is I have quite a bit of detection and protection spells that I could try. But I want to make sure that all bases are covered. Anywhere. Is there anything that anyone else would like to do? Ladies? Do you want to go exploring or something? I mean, we can't really do much else today.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
So where has everyone been learning their magic? Has there been a school?
Who are you asking?
Just like
This is
thoughts?
Well, that's rude.
It's actually not a bad question.
Everything I know from Cole.
Like, what do you?
Gordon will go up and say, well, not that she may be the best source of information, but according to her, it's been all that guy, and he points back into the town hall.
Yeah, he said that, but
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical of him. Oh my god, my voice! Ah! Alright,
Thank you.
sorry. I mean, I'm a bit skeptical of what he's been doing here. It's just odd that how all of a sudden this man comes out and says we should learn magic again, and then all of a sudden an entire society changes in what, relatively speaking, would be overnight.
I'm just curious how he got powers that far from the same goat. I mean,
Oh.
I was born with it, but like,
Well, didn't you say that the Fullhorn is currently led by someone who worships the Banshee Queen?
well, yes, but the spires, they are chosen at birth. They come marked.
Maybe he was chosen by Aurora's.
Did he look bandaged, Tom?
Bandaged?
Yeah. He got any bandages on his body? Any areas that are strategically covered?
I'd say no. I mean, he would have been wearing splint armor and like clothing like covering most of his body. So
Right. I mean, I suppose he could have been chosen at some point later in his life, but I feel like I would have felt something.
Do you have to be chosen to get magic from a god?
I mean, I suppose so, because, like, when you think about it, like, Srodin doesn't even really know much about Kobe.
Colby.
But Kobe chose Srodin. And I'm sure, Zini was chosen to an extent.
I've never had the kind of direct contact that you talk about. I just trained. I mean, I suppose it could be argued that my entire people are chosen, but
What makes this orc so special? Origins, that was a question for you. I don't really know much about your town.
What makes orcs so special?
No, this one. This
that
guy.
specific orc.
What makes it?
Do you know anything about his family?
I know. I remember hearing of the Offals when I was young. Yeah, they were a military group. I didn't know them personally. Most orcs didn't really pay much attention to me as a child. Didn't really want anything to do with them either.
Was it like an evil military group? Like, did they want power? Or like, was it like, whoa, we protect?
They're orcs. They're all when I had left, they were all very territorial. They all had their own clans and everything. Nothing
Bless you.
particularly evil, just power driven, really. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, it's strange coming back here. It's absolutely nothing like I remember.
How long did you say you were gone again?
It was like, I think we did the math. It was like 20 years, basically, right?
20 years. Okay.
Yeah, around 20 years.
I guess that is a long time, but it is kind of. I mean, if you consider society changing, we all live in a society. If you consider history, I guess that is a pretty short amount of time for these kinds of changes to be made.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might be worthwhile then for us to check around town, see how the rest of the town feels about the magic chieftain, and see if everything is as prosperous.
I still
Free?
can't believe they don't have a school.
You should get used
Unless
to that
all
with
of the
orcs.
kids, unless the kids just sort of go to him for learning. I mean, that's not really a big place to learn.
he might only have small personal classes with a few students at a time.
Ooh, like Zumba.
That's how I learned.
Through Zumba?
You and Zumba?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It didn't even
The
register.
Goliath culture sounds wonderful. Yoga, Zumba.
You too can use magic in 4 easy classes of Zumba.
Don't forget yoga.
Don't forget yoga. I mean, I guess he could do all personal classes, but you'd think he'd have more like a team, you know?
It's true.
There were people working with him in there. Maybe that's his team.
Yeah, maybe.
But they didn't look like they did magic stuff. They just look like, I am a god.
I think guards can have magic.
Anyone can have magic if they try hard enough, I assume.
This is true. And he
Except
kinda
for
like,
Edelweiss, who apparently got it at birth. If you're a divine magic user, you just get it because you're special.
well, I mean, you just got your powers just because.
I don't think it's because I'm special.
Oh, you're pretty special. High five.
Everyone's special in their own way.
No, my. Yeah. No,
Here, you're special.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not. I mean, thank you for the gassing me up. I'm just saying I don't think something. Well, I don't know where the magic came from. I don't think I was chosen.
Who knows?
Oh.
Hold on.
Anyway,
Well, and then he snaps his fingers and looks, and a book pops up, and he says, if we go by the definition of special, it typically means better, greater, or otherwise different from what is usual. By that definition alone, that makes you special. As you are different from what is usual.
it's weirdly comforting to have you pull up the definition and explain to me how I'm special. Thank you, Gorgeous. It's like weirdly endearing.
I'm just proving that I'm right.
Yes, you're special too.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, the whole magic thing, I did that way before Olfil did.
Well,
I was doing magic before it was cool.
He's just a copy. Yeah, I did magic before it was cool.
Well, technically,
I played D&D before it was cool.
yeah, technically, your whole community did magic before you did.
I doubt that. Allegedly. Allegedly!
so like, should we go and find his students? If they are students.
Well, isn't Gordon's family part of his students or something?
My sister did a little fog thing when we were back at Boatwright. I almost said Artwar.
As a side note, I don't think I saw literally any of your other siblings.
One more sibling.
You
the
saw
one
Gray.
sister showed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gray showed up and was like, "Big brother, tell me a story."
So,
Speaking of
that
which, can I get my book back?
wait, but that was in I didn't see her. That was when I was getting the vision that I was going to die.
Right. Gray was always in the kitchen even as we were leaving, so you did see her.
Oh.
It's hard to see without tokens.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
She had some.
So there's 7 more that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just keeping it straight in my own head.
By the way, can I get my Lindiana Jones book back?
Indiana Bones.
Bones.
Do I have it?
Yeah. You had it last.
Oh.
Is its first edition.
It's first edition, mint condition.
Give back
Snaps
the
it.
purple Charizard.
He said,
Old Charizard.
What is it, psychic type?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
it's the Alolan
fairy?
We're just no longer in standard. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah, the
base
psychic
set.
purple Charizard. It came out in Fizbins.
A dragon! Full circle.
Yeah. Justin saw what I was putting down there.
Yeah.
Got you.
Gordon takes the book and puts it in his backpack.
Okay, so like, do we want to split up and like do research on this guy, or like, do we want to just go back to the house and see the 7 kids?
Would we be? Do you think we're, I guess, fit to do questioning around town as
The weakest character just asked, "Are we fit?"
you live, bro? Are we?
Okay, wizard.
Are we fit enough to do that? I mean, the mayor himself, the chief himself said, "I don't see your kind." Do you think the others will be willing to like openly chat with us?
No.
Think they will?
I mean, if we talk to them, what's the worst that happens? They just walk away from us.
Maybe pass on some racial slurs.
Tom doesn't have to do an accent.
I want to hear Edelweiss do a Gorgon accent now.
Oh. Oh.
Yuck.
I like it.
I mean, I feel like those are the options that we have available, unless there are some things that I'm missing. I wouldn't be able to try any of the things that I would like to detect or protect Gorgon's mom from until tomorrow. I would need to pray a lot tonight to figure out what I would want to do there. But
Go ahead and cast Gentle Repose on her so that way she doesn't die.
I can give her. No, I can't. It's
Wait, yeah, no, wait. What if I just we just get somebody who knows Gentle Repose and she you cast it on her every 10 days? It's fun.
because she would already be dead.
Oh, can you only do it on a corpse? Oh yeah, you have to touch
Yeah.
the corpse.
It just keeps them from decomposing for 10 days. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
brings them back to life.
I mean, she's already almost there.
This is the same conversation as Revivify on the dead person. They come back, then die.
The good old 300 gold worth of diamonds per 6 seconds. That's gonna wreck up fast.
Oh. 1 minute of conversation. Yikes. I mean, or we could just like leave and go hang out with the people in the full horn. I'm sure there's a party happening sometime soon.
There's a party happening soon.
You know what? I'm sure there will be. I sense it in my Lindiana bones.
Good.
Otherwise, do you need a nap after that one?
I think this thing from this morning is really getting to me.
Do you? Maybe we could go find like a snack shop. Gorgon, would there be like? Do you have like an ice cream shop that you used to go to as a kid, or candy shop?
I mean,
Make one up. Do it. You got this.
I hate ice cream.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, no one's surprised, but like, dang.
But like, you don't know where it is. You would
Why is
probably
it
want to
cold?
avoid it.
Why
Yeah,
is it
but,
cold
like-
Yeah.
and sweet?
Yeah.
But like, we like ice cream, so you know.
Does Gorgon know
The
of any
royal
good place to eat in Ardmore?
I'm sure you would have had your.
Is
fair
there
share of
is there
places.
chromatic crustaceans near the port?
You know what? Yeah, I think you might have seen one on the way in.
I mean, I've never been there. I've never been to this one before, but there's the chromatic crustaceans.
Yeah, I guess we can go to the Denny's on that side of town.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Yeah, I mean, when we get there, we might as well ask how people feel about everything happening. The magic, the chieftain, the deals at the chromatic crustacean. I don't know.
Been rather pricey lately.
I don't have a joke for that. Yeah, I guess we can go there unless anyone has anything else they want to do. Cool.
We do really just have to kind of wait for the next lead, right?
Okay, his sky issue that
The dragon.
Orkil mentioned, did he say it happens at night, or did Mary put that there?
No, it happens at night.
In the night.
Great.
He's waiting.
Great, cool, phenomenal. I'm so glad.
Yeah, the ice cream shop can be open until dark, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they have night hours.
Okay, Google, when does Dairy Queen close?
Not sponsored.
9 o'clock.
I think
That's
it's dark.
dark.
It starts
It's
at
winter
4.
time.
Depends
Yeah,
if
it's
it's
like dark
winter
at
or
like
not.
5 o'clock by now.
It's winter
we're
time in the
like-
northeast.
Yeah, we're like super north, right?
We're in Greenland?
Where does Lactose King close?
Do we want to try to deal with this maybe dragon issue?
We probably could.
Yeah.
At the very least, check it out.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Why we couldn't.
In the meantime, we could probably ask around. Just get more of a feel for this town.
So he said, in the meantime, we could probably ask her out. I was like, Edelweis going after a dragon.
The dragon?
You can't stop me from being a bard.
You need to stop.
Yeah,
You need to
he
stop,
is.
Justin.
He's just a bard.
I'm just imagining Shrek, like Donkey and the dragon.
Yeah.
We got this. Anyways, to the chromatic crustacean?
All right.
Okay.
We're walking.
Otherwise, stop narrating our walking.
So we're walking.
It might be the last time I walk.
Jesus Christ.
Otherwise, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I got you.
Are you really walking?
Dex save.
Mhm.
Man. +0. 18.
So you kind of like hit your foot on a small rock, but you're able to just like catch yourself, and you don't trip.
The rocks again. It's like that cards this morning.
I
No
pat
actions.
Otherwise's arm again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I turn it into a high five.
And then we end up holding hands. Otherwise needs help walking.
We are walking.
Oh, I'm walking.
So we go to the chromatic crustacean.
I've heard so much about this place, and we're finally going.
So you all make your way to the chromatic station. It takes you probably like 30 minutes to get there, considering you haven't been there and you're also like a decent distance away from it. Because you have to go back towards the coast. But we will pick up with you guys entering that next week because it is almost 12.
We can have a meal quick. We never drag those out, Tom. It's fine.
I do not know of a time where a meal lasted longer than 10 minutes with our group, so...
Oh, good.
Yeah, but there's been this new thing that people have been doing. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but no, I won't even bring it up because I don't want you guys to do it. But yeah, there was just like new game that people were playing while they had meals. So I just want to be prepared in case that happened or something, you know.
Of course.
Justin, you should know. I know Josh knows.
The gears are not turning right now.
It's our Critical Role reference.
No, I caught it as you started mumbling.
The mumbles worked, people. That's what you take away from this.
All right, I'll post the rules for rollies in chat later.
Anyway,
Okay.
So yeah, that is where we'll pick up next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed. If you are on Twitch, don't forget to follow and subscribe. And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Oh, I was hoping Justin would hit it. Anyway.
Yeah, there we go.
Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. That helps you know when I go live and when we go live. Mayor makes cool art. Josh is putting all these links in the Twitch chat, but they're also available in the YouTube description. I just forgot to thank Alex for the resubscription, and thank you 20 Karas for the follow. Thank you very much. Am I forgetting anything?
Don't think so.
Cool. Then we will see you all again next week. Bye all.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
This is the end of Crobaton. We really had a lot of fun, but now it's time to go get gone. It is the end of Crobaton with Tom. The end of Crobaton, laying hands on Gorgon's mom. End of Crobaton. Tom.